To week 2 of our course. In your assignments this week, we're going to get into the ebook readings and a couple other items that will help you evaluate your level of speech anxiety as well as approaches on how to cope with it. So what I'm going to do is come over here and click on the modules button. And when I do, I'm going to scroll down to the week 2 assignments. And as you've seen with week 1, there is a folder summary of introducing you to the concepts this week, as well as the assignments that you will have. The first item is a communication apprehension survey. What you will do here is click on the assignment, and when you do that, there is a link in the top portion of the assignment called Personal Report of Communication Apprehension. You'll click on this. It's going to open a PDF file for you. And this survey here is 34 questions. I know it seems a little overwhelming, but what you're going to do is read each statement and then determine if you strongly agree with it, if you strongly disagree, or maybe somewhere in between strongly agree and strongly disagree. When you finish all your responses thoughtfully, you're going to come down here to the bottom and it's going to show you how to calculate your score. And when you calculate your score, it will let you know what your level of anxiety is for public speaking, whether it's moderate or severe or somewhere in between. So when you get your score, that's step 1 of this assignment. I broke down the assignments into steps. So that's step 1 of the assignment. Step 2 is to type out your score for the class to see and for me to be aware of as well. So for example, let's say that you scored a 93, then you would write it like this. You'd put step 2 and you got a 93 and that equals moderate fear. Don't just put your score, put what the score indicates in the survey. Step 3 is to watch this video. It's a brief discussion about how to cope with your anxiety for public speaking, especially if you're new to public speaking. So watch the video and then respond to the following questions. This is question 1, or I should say step 4A. In your own words, explain what the message of the video is. And then B is to think of a time when you felt anxiety about making a presentation. And then you're going to reflect on that and identify specific elements of the situation that made you nervous. So you need to post your initial response by Friday. That's why the due date on here says February 5th. I know the assignments are set for Monday to Sunday. The discussion closes on Sunday, but your initial response is due by Friday. That way, if everyone posts by Friday, then everyone will know that there's at least one initial post there so that everyone can go in and reply to at least 2 of their classmates by Sunday. So remember, when you're completing this assignment, please put step 2. You don't have to put all the steps, but for example, this second one, you'll write on your assignment step 2, put your score. And then you'll type in your submission step 4A and then write your reflection on the video. Then you'll put step 4B and then you'll write your reflection on that. So that's the communication apprehension assignment. I'm going to go back here to the week 2 folder. And you'll notice here that there's another assignment called Coping with Speech Anxiety. You're going to have a number of these assignments that are set up this way throughout the course. So it's a TED Talk where the speaker talks to you about techniques for managing your speaking anxiety. While you're watching the video, you're going to have this PDF file open. Now you can print out the PDF if you prefer. If it were me, I'd just have it on the screen. But there's 7 questions here in the PDF. These 7 questions are answered as you watch the video. So as you watch the video, the 7 questions are answered. Make sure you write down the responses. You do not have to turn in your responses to me. What you do with the responses is you use them to take the test. Well, where's the test? You would click here. Of course, yours is going to be a little bit different coming from the student side. Excuse me. And then you have question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 questions from that PDF file to complete the test. If you answer the questions while you were watching the video, then you'll have no problems completing the test. Remember, the tests are unlimited attempts up until the due date of Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So that's the second assignment this week. The third assignment is how public speaking will change your life. So this is another TED Talk and it's set up in the same manner. This speaker will talk to you about how public speaking will, change your life both personally and professionally. So you're going to do the same thing that I showed you in the other TED Talk. You're going to open this video, you're going to open this PDF file here, and you're going to watch the video with that PDF file either printed out or on your screen, and those questions will be answered while you watch the video. Then you use the questions to complete the test. So same setup, pretty straightforward. You're going to have that a few more times throughout this semester, watching a video and answering questions and then taking a test afterwards. Now the last item is the one that I want you to be the most attentive to, at least while you're watching this video here. This is part of your chapter readings. Now it doesn't start with chapter 1. I move around in the book a little bit while you are completing your assignments. You're going to go to chapter 2 in your top hat reading. You're going to go to chapter 9 in your top hat reading, and you're going to complete the chapter on controlling speech anxiety. So how do you do that? Well, let me bring it up for you here. So here's our course. I am going to go over here to chapter 9, which will be under module 9. Here's the readings. While you are completing the readings, you'll notice that there is questions within the reading. And I'm sorry, it is chapter 2, it's not chapter 9. I don't know why I had chapter 9 written down there unless I was mistaken. It's been a long day. But you're going to go through here, read through the ebook. While you're reading through it, you'll notice that there are questions that come up. Respond to those questions while you're reading. And then there is a set of homework questions that you'll respond to after the reading. So while you're reading, there are questions that come up throughout the reading. You get scored on those. And then after the reading, you get scored on the questions that reflect and review what you read in its entirety. So those are the 2 items that you'll have in the Top Hat side of the course. You'll go to tophat.com. Hopefully you already signed up for the text. If you didn't, and you're trying to remember how, I will show you here. On the home page, you'll notice here this little link on the bottom of the home page will give you the direction and guidance for signing up for the Top Hat ebook for our course. Now, if you're waiting for your financial aid to kick in or for your next paycheck, know that you can get a 7-day free trial of Top Hat, and that'll help you get through the week and do your readings and complete your questions. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, remember that you can email me here in Canvas, and I will be attentive to your emails 24 hours during the weekday and 48 on the weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful rest of your Monday and that you're staying safe and healthy, and I'm here if you need me. Have a good week.